The same machine, the same model, the same Chinese manufacturer. In one country, you use it freely and set up a profitable business. In the neighboring country, they confiscate your equipment, fine you, and in some cases take you into custody. Not because the machine is dangerous, but because governments decided that some technologies are too profitable, too powerful, or too difficult to control to leave them in private hands without regulation. Today, we are going to look at 5 machines that are banned or severely restricted in several countries around the world. For each one, what it does, why it was banned, in which countries it is completely legal, and in what business it generates where it can be operated. It is not illegal content. It is information about real regulations that most entrepreneurs are unaware of, and that can be the difference between setting up a high-margin business or losing your equipment at customs. Stay until the end because machine number 5 is the most surprising. It is a piece of equipment sold on Amazon, found in thousands of businesses worldwide, and which in several countries in Europe and North America is technically banned for use in spaces with people present. Subscribe and turn on the bell, because on this channel we show machines, businesses, and industries that move real money without filters. Machine number 1, the copper artisanal distillation still. Price in China, $300 to $2,000. European artisanal price, $2,000 to $15,000. This machine converts any fermented liquid, wine, chicha, fruit juice, molasses, into a concentrated alcoholic distillate. The alcohol vapor rises through the neck of the still, travels through the refrigerated coil, and falls already condensed with a proof that can exceed 60% alcohol by volume. It is the process behind Scotch whiskey, Peruvian pisco, Caribbean rum, Mexican mezcal, and practically any distillate in the world. Why it is banned or restricted. In the United States, producing distilled alcohol without a federal license from the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau is a federal crime regardless of the volume. The fine can exceed $10,000, and there are prison sentences of up to 5 years. In Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and most Latin American countries, distillation without registration before the Health and Tax Authority is illegal, although the law is rarely applied on a small scale. The historical problem is methanol, a toxic alcohol produced during distillation if not done correctly, which caused mass deaths in the last century. Governments regulated it to protect consumers and to collect taxes on alcohol, which are a massive source of fiscal revenue. Where it is completely legal, in New Zealand, any adult can distill alcohol for personal consumption without a license since 1996. In some states of the United States, accessible micro-distillery licenses exist for small producers. In Spain, Italy, France, and Germany, there is a tradition of certified artisanal distillation with accessible commercial licenses. In Uruguay, the regulation is more lax than in most of Latin America. The business where it is legal. The global market for premium distillates exceeds $120 billion and grows at 6% annually. A licensed artisanal micro-distillery that produces gin, vodka, whiskey, or aguardiente with a local identity can sell at prices between $20 and $100 a bottle. The production cost of a 750 milliliter bottle of artisanal gin is between $1.50 and $3. The margin before taxes is brutal, and the market for signature distillates with a history of local origin is in one of its moments of greatest growth worldwide. Machine number 2, the ASIC cryptocurrency miner. Price, between $800 and $4,000 per unit, depending on the model. This machine is an application-specific integrated circuit designed to solve the mathematical algorithms that validate transactions on cryptocurrency networks like Bitcoin. It does nothing else. It serves no other purpose. It works 24 hours, 7 days a week, consuming between 1,000 and 4,000 watts of electricity per unit, and in return generates fractions of cryptocurrency that are converted into real money. Why it is banned or restricted. China, which was responsible for 70% of global Bitcoin mining, banned it completely in 2021. The official reason was massive electricity consumption and financial volatility. The real reason was control. The Chinese government cannot control transactions on a decentralized network. Kosovo banned mining in 2022 during an energy crisis. Iran bans it periodically during summer months when electricity demand is high. Bangladesh, Nepal, Bolivia, and Morocco have general bans on cryptocurrencies that include mining, where it is completely legal and profitable. El Salvador actively promotes it as state policy. Paraguay has some of the cheapest hydroelectricity in the world and became a destination for mining farms. The United Arab Emirates, specifically Dubai, have free zones where mining is regulated and completely legal. In the United States, it is legal in all states, although some have regulations on the energy consumption of farms. The business where it is profitable. Mining profitability depends on two variables: the price of the cryptocurrency and the cost of electricity. In Paraguay, with electricity at less than 4 cents of a dollar per kilowatt hour, an Antminer S19 can generate between $10 and $20 of daily net profit. A farm of 10 machines generates between $100 and $200 daily. The equipment pays for itself in 4 to 8 months, depending on the market price. The risk is volatility. The opportunity is that where electricity is cheap and regulation is clear, nobody else is using that advantage yet. Machine number 3, the electronic cigarette and vape manufacturing machine. Price in China, $500 to $5,000 depending on production scale. This machine fills, seals, and labels electronic cigarette cartridges with nicotine liquid or nicotine-free flavors. The process is automatic. You input the empty cartridge, the liquid, and the heating coil, and the machine assembles them sealed and ready to sell. Why it is banned or restricted? India completely banned the production, import, sale, and distribution of electronic cigarettes in 2019 through an amendment to its tobacco control law. The penalty for a first offense is 1 year in prison. Thailand has one of the harshest bans in the world, with penalties of up to 10 years in prison for possession of vapes. Singapore has banned their sale since 2004. Until recently, Australia required a medical prescription to buy liquids with nicotine for vaping, where it is completely legal and with a massive market. The United States, where the vape market exceeds $9 billion annually. The European Union, with specific regulation but legal in all its member states. The United Kingdom, which actively promotes vapes as an alternative to traditional cigarettes in its public health policy. Almost all of Latin America, except Brazil, and some countries with partial restrictions. The business where it is legal. The global electronic cigarette and vape market surpassed $22 billion in 2024 and grows at 26% annually, making it one of the fastest growing consumer sectors in the world. A disposable cartridge costs between 40 cents and $1.50 to produce. It sells for between $6 and $15 in specialized stores. The margin is between 400 and 900%. The barrier to entry is public health regulation, which varies by country. But where regulation is clear and compliance is achievable, the business has margins that few mass consumer products can match. Number 4 is the one that surprises the most, because it is an entertainment machine with a multi-billion-dollar market that most people will never be able to access from their country due to direct state regulation. Machine number 4, the slot machine. Price, between $3,000 and $20,000 per new unit, depending on the model and the manufacturer. A slot machine is a computerized system with a certified random number generator, video screen, payment system, and management software that records every bet, every result, and every prize. Modern versions connect to central servers that monitor the performance of each machine in each casino in real time. Why it is banned or restricted? In Colombia, the operation of slot machines outside casinos with a state concession is illegal. The monopoly on gambling belongs to Coljuegos, the state entity. In Venezuela, Bolivia, Ecuador, and several Central American countries, private operation without a government concession is illegal, with penalties that include confiscation and multi-million-dollar fines. In Japan, pachinko machines operate under a peculiar regulatory system where cash betting is technically prohibited, but a prize conversion system exists that functions as a legal equivalent. In Saudi Arabia and most Muslim-majority countries, gambling is completely prohibited by religious law. Where it is completely legal and generates billions, Las Vegas, Nevada, with more than 180,000 slot machines in the metropolitan area alone. Macau, which surpasses Las Vegas in gaming revenue. Malta, with one of the most developed regulatory frameworks in Europe for land-based and online casinos. Peru and Argentina have regulated casino markets with licensed private operators. New Zealand allows slot machines in regulated entertainment establishments. The business where it is legal. The global gaming machine market exceeds $47 billion and grows at 4% annually. A well-located slot machine in a medium-traffic casino generates between $200 and $800 of daily gross income for the operator. The operating margin of a licensed gaming hall can exceed 35% on revenue. The barrier to entry is the license, which in some markets costs between $50,000 and several $1 million. But in markets like Peru and some states of Argentina, Gaming hall operating licenses for small operators are accessible. And we reach machine number 5, the most surprising on this list, not because it is expensive, but because it is a piece of equipment sold freely online, found in thousands of businesses worldwide as a cleaning and disinfection solution, and for which the FDA in the United States and the European Union in Europe have regulations that prohibit its use in spaces with people present. Machine number 5, the high concentration ozone generator. Price in China, $105 to $2,000. This machine converts oxygen from the air into ozone, a molecule of 3 oxygen atoms that is the most powerful natural disinfectant in existence. Ozone destroys bacteria, viruses, fungi, mold, bad odors, and organic pollutants without leaving chemical residues. After acting, it decomposes back into pure oxygen. It is what produces that clean smell after a thunderstorm. Why it is restricted? The FDA in the United States has a regulation establishing that ozone generators must not produce concentrations exceeding 0.05 parts per million in spaces occupied by people, because at high concentrations, ozone irritates the lungs and can cause lung damage with prolonged exposure. The European Union has similar workplace safety directives. This does not prohibit the sale of the machines. It prohibits their use in spaces with people inside. And that is the distinction that turns this into a business. Where and how, it is completely legal and profitable. High concentration ozone is completely legal for use in empty spaces. And that is exactly the business. Vehicle disinfection companies. Odor removal companies in properties after fires, floods, or passings. The meat and food industry, where ozone disinfects empty storage chambers without leaving chemical product residues. Hotels that use it to disinfect rooms during guest turnover. Wineries that use it to sterilize barrels. The global ozone generator market for industrial and disinfection applications surpassed $1.2 billion in 2024 and grows at 8% annually. The vehicle disinfection service with ozone, which eliminates tobacco, pet, or humidity odors permanently in 45 minutes, is charged between $30 and $100 per vehicle. The operating cost is practically just that of electricity. A disinfection company with 2 generators can service between 10 and 20 vehicles daily. The regulation that scares others is exactly what eliminates competition for whoever understands it and uses it correctly. 5 machines, 5 regulations, 5 businesses. The distillation still that in New Zealand you can use freely and in the United States requires a federal license. The ASIC miner that China banned and Paraguay promotes with cheap electricity. The vape machine with 26% annual growth that Thailand punishes with 10 years in prison and the United Kingdom recommends as a health policy. The slot machine with a $47 billion market that the state monopolizes in most countries, and the ozone generator that the FDA restricts in occupied spaces, and which in empty spaces is the fastest growing disinfection business of the year. What these 5 machines have in common is that the regulation restricting them in some countries is exactly the same one that makes them so profitable where they are legal. When the state decides that something is too powerful for just anyone to operate without control, it is implicitly recognizing that the margin of that business is extraordinary. Knowing the regulation is not enough. You have to understand why it exists. And whoever understands the why knows exactly where and how to operate within the law to capture that margin. If you already own or use any of these machines in your city, leave me a comment indicating which one it is and how it is going with the local regulation. And if you want to know how to import industrial equipment from China with all the correct documentation to clear customs without issues, the link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell because every week we show machines, industries, and businesses that move real money without filters. See you in the next video.